But residents of Port St. John's in the Eastern Cape displaced by floods have been rehomed in community halls and recently built empty RDP houses until the water subsides. The most affected areas are Mthumbane township, Greens Farm and people living in town. Businesses have also been affected and most shops were closed yesterday. Mop-up operations have started, but residents fear more rain. Some roads, including the R61 to Mthatha, are affected by mudslides and rockfalls. Our reporter Lwandile Mbulali is there.
Greetings to you and greetings to everyone watching at home. We are coming to you from the Mthumbane area where the area has been affected by the floods. We see a lot of people residing in the hills in this area, and when you drive from Mthatha to Port St. John's, you can see the damage on the road, the landslide in many areas, but we did see some traffic officers trying to direct cars. We went to even to Quack Green area where we saw houses and homes and bridges damaged. People's homes are flooded. People have left their homes to their other family members for the night since last night. And we did hear that the rain started here in Port St. John's on Friday, and it has damaged this area. And the Quack Green area is one of the areas that is always affected by floods throughout the years. It is one of the areas that we have been covering when it comes to floods. Where I'm coming from right now is the only area where we can actually get connection and network signal, because when you come to town in Port St. John's, there's no signal. In many areas there's no signal. This is the only place that you can actually get signal. We're not sure if it is damage to the network poles or it is the load shedding. But right now with me to talk about some of the damage in this area is someone who has seen all the devastation. Sisi, can you tell us about what you have seen, the damage that you have seen, and how these floods have affected people here in Port St. John's?
All right, thank you. Yesterday around 3 anyway, there was some lot of rains. Then I've noticed that there's something happening in front of my house, whereby I heard a big sound. Then the front part of the house just slide down to the road, and it closed all the road to Second Beach. This thing usually happened somewhere, not here, especially in Greens Farm, but we never experienced something like this here at Mthumbane location. But as from yesterday, I've noticed that this thing can happen even here. Although I was not aware that it can happen to my house, because I was residing here for some long years. I've been staying here since 2000. Since 2010,
yeah. So we saw the house that has been damaged. What now? What is going to happen now? Because we see, any second now the house can even collapse. So what are you going to happen? What are your plans?
For now, I don't have any plans, but yesterday we've tried to evacuate. We've tried to move some clothes outside of the house, but we don't know where to go as from now. We are just devastated, all of us.
And then talking about the areas of Quack Green and other areas that you have seen, can you tell us more about what we have seen, the damage? Have you heard of any lives lost due to the floods?
No, as from yesterday, I didn't hear anything, but I've seen in the social media, especially in our groups, that there are some people who were about to moved by water, but they were saved.
Okay.
But it was very bad because the water was about to hide their bodies, they are about to reach their neck.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. That is one of the residents here talking to us about some of the devastation around Port St. John's due to the heavy floods that we have seen. And we will be moving to Quack Green and other areas, the low-lying areas that have been affected mostly by these heavy rains. We will be moving there. And we did speak to the municipality earlier on. They said that they have made available some halls for people that have been displaced by the heavy rains. But we will go to that area as well to see how many people have been evacuated. But from us here in Port St. John's, it is back to you in studio.
All the developments around the floods around the country.